So we're gonna start with our Balan Wonderworld playthrough, and our last time we completed, I think, 3 worlds.
Yep. We're still on track, 3 each time.
So yeah, it's gonna be a great time.
Yeah. And we'll see if we get to the end. Very possible that we don't. It's proven difficult to keep up with the game's quota on us,
Yeah.
which kind of really rubs it in our faces after we've been calling this game oversimplified and made for very very young children's.
I was I am I was looking up the tag for Balan Wonderworld, and Balan Wonderthirst is a tag, and I'm not sure I'm for that
On Twitch?
on Twitter.
Oh. Um. Anyways,
Yeah.
that links into something I want to potentially do in this session. But really quickly, would you mind giving me a side stream on Discord?
Oh, yes, that's a thing that I gotta do.
So that way I get to see
Yeah.
your moment-to-moment gameplay.
Yes. Oh, hold on. You don't need. Oh. That's. There we go. Here,
Cool.
Hold on. Wait, it should not
Okay.
be. It was at source, which would have been
Gotcha.
ridiculously hard. Let's open our Thames that I collected today when collecting.
Yeah, you just told me you did some grinding.
Yeah, I got 13 fairy costumes, so that we can say fuck this game.
Yeah.
So we need statues, and Clockwork Kid is the one we have the least amount of statues.
Grant, it appears that you are a lot quieter than me right now.
Ah, hold on. Thanks, Bryce.
Good catch. Thank you.
Is this better? My mic was a little far away from my face, so I was just kind of out of the. I can turn up my mic.
You already sound a little bit louder to me.
Okay, so it should be much better.
Much
cool.
better.
Cool.
Hey.
So I guess we'll just try and figure out where the fuck to go. I think I might have found something that shows you. I don't know if it tells you anything about where the statues are.
I was like, okay, we gotta grind some statues. Well, at the very least, we've tried the clock tower level so many times. Maybe Grant will do a different one, but nope.
Oh no, well, because it's the one we have the least
That
amount.
accordion kicks in just like yeah. It's still despite all the time we put in, we still have the least statues here. Yeah.
It's pretty fucked.
Yeah. Oh boy.
But where is it? 14.
Frost Fairy, yeah.
Just make it.
Friendship ended
With Aircat.
with Aircat. Now Frost Fairy is my best friend.
There's just gotta be like one that's just.
I love how that cat plushie is not entirely on the floor, I think.
Is it not?
Go back.
No, it's like floating.
It's just kind of...
But we can use it. Hold on. Nope. Nope. Lost one.
Die.
Lost
Well,
one.
Good start. We're off to a good start. I should not have tempted you. I should have known that you would go for it.
I wonder... There's always these weird costumes, and I'm sure that they probably exist only in, like, specific... But there's a spider one.
Don't need it. Yeah. I have a feeling this is not...
Where I needed to go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we just looped around.
I hate this game. Oh, I need to get the fucking gear face. I don't have a key. Where's the key?
By the way, just to make sure everything stays tight this time around, I am going to quickly swap my internet connection because I'm plugged into my uh, router right now, but I should probably plug into my modem. So I'm going to zoop for a moment, and you'll hear me back in a bit.
No, I have to somehow talk about this game by myself. I will say that as much as this game confuses me in terms of why people like it, everyone that I've interacted with, part of the community, is pretty damn nice. But God, this game is atrocious. So we spent some time here when we were at this level, and we missed everything. There's one right over there, and I'm sure that I do not, because I needed another power-up for it, but I can just use Frost Fairy, because it's...
Hi, I'm back. What did I miss?
I was just talking about how I hate you.
Oh, well.
No, I found a statue. I found a single statue.
Congrats. Is it in the clock tower?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one I was trying to tell you about before. But with Frost Fairy, it should be marginally easier to get compared to, you know, when we had like Pumpkin Puncher and
The
Gear Prince.
Gear Prince. Yeah, it wanted me to use like Pounding Pig, and instead I didn't. This is just the best power up so far. There might be other. I really wish that there was like hints. It is. I guess they wanted kids to explore this game, but it's not easy to explore.
Yeah, it really. One thing that doesn't help is that there's no like ledge grab, which maybe sounds like a really minimal thing, but for exploration, it makes a big difference that you can like have that lenience. It feels like there's a lot of times in this game where you can't make it up to a ledge because it's like a few centimeters too tall, you know?
Yes.
It's really odd.
Yeah. I believe... Oh, I'm fine.
That was probably a Pumpkin Puncher one.
Oh, it probably was. But we do have 80. We can full steam ahead. I guess I just gotta complete this.
Cool.
This
yeah.
mission.
Why don't you try to find any other ones on the way?
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need them anyways. Something weirded out on my Discord, and okay, now the side stream's working again.
It's weird.
Cool. All right. I was gonna say while we were grinding, if we needed to waste some time, I'd go foraging into the internet to try to find the, how would I put it, the oeuvre of Balan Wonderworld fanfiction.
Oh, I would actually love that.
I know you would, and so I'm trying to decide when the best time would be. You know.
I mean, we're gonna have to grind no matter what. So it's like,
yeah,
there's
but
plenty of time.
move on to some new stages. I don't want to use it yet, you know.
Yeah, because there's a very limited amount of Balan Wonderworld fanfiction, I'm sure.
Unless you got a case where there's just like 3 people who are doing all of it. Want to become famous?
Oh, we got a bot.
Cool.
Bless.
Let's go into mod mode here. All right.
Brantley's about to express some authoritarianism, and I'm not sure I.
Oh Jesus. Mod view.
Brantley, let the bots advertise.
Listen, I hate popularity. I want none of this.
It is kind of whack how many of these like set pieces are physical.
Yeah, they have collision on them. I really don't understand the modding interface sometimes for this stuff. Let's report.
I'm gonna be real. Twitch has some pretty bad interfaces for a lot of its creator stuff. Like for me to. Oh no! How am I gonna get this? It's just so good. like trying to change themes or trying to add our chat rules took way too long for what it was.
Right. I think that's what matters. The what it was, what actually is needed here, feels a little behind in terms of contemporary user experience online. Account offers
I need to get over
posted a
there.
web link.
There's a Balan hat over there.
Advertising for purchasing followers. And viewers. Submit report. Done. And let's block. But I don't know how to actually take that message and get rid of it. I know you can.
Are you supposed to use time?
Creator dashboard.
Gosh darn it. This is frustrating. I think you're supposed to use the time bunny or whatever it's called, but I don't have time for that nonsense. All right,
Let's see. Do you want me to... I could turn on block hyperlinks. That'll partially help out. I could also turn on followers only chat. Do you feel like either of those would be...
Let's block hyperlinks.
Yeah.
We don't have enough followers.
Boy, Grant. Yeah, I feel like a follow is something very easy to put in, and like you said, like most of the people who are watching right now are people we know. So
yeah.
If they would then want to post a hyperlink, they could send it to me or you, and then we could post it ourselves in our chat. So
yes.
Yep.
All right. Excellent. This game makes me feel terrible about myself.
Why is it condescending? Is that why?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I like that really slow karate chop he just did there. I wish he would do that on my skull. Rapid tap. There's another slow karate chop. You know, you would think that they would try and make it so you didn't get the same animations back to back in these little mini games. But here we are.
Yeah.
We did it. We kicked the fractal. You don't even really know what's going on here. I believe I didn't get this. Yeah, I didn't. Okay, cool.
Damn it.
Alright, we got the Balan hat. There's another one over there that we got, which is wild that there's two.
Maybe I just don't have the power to delete messages.
It's alright.
Maybe we have to be a certain type of channel to allow that.
But I do know that if someone were to join, they won't see it. So it's like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That or it's mod privileges or something that we need to sort out, but whatever.
You're not allowed to give those privileges. I have not fought a single enemy in so long.
Just avoid them.
Yeah.
See, Grant, this is the everyone loves Resident Evil, you know, to avoid the enemies instead of fighting them directly. It's a immersive experience. And everyone knows that game design is an objective thing, and you can apply it anywhere you'd like.
Well, and we all objectively know that Resident Evil has the best game design of any video game all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has the most game design, someone would say.
I think more people need to take Resident Evil 6's approach, where they turn their game into a cover-based third-person shooter, and only do that
with the sprinting turning radius of a semi truck.
I do appreciate that in Resident Evil 5 they at least gave the guys that they were trying to make a horror game, and it turned into a cover-based third-person shooter halfway through the game.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what the scariest part about Resident Evil 5 was? The scariest moment?
What?
The alligators.
Yeah,
There's just something.
being in Florida is pretty scary.
There's just something
it-
so
yeah.
visceral about just real ass alligators or
Yeah.
crocodiles. I don't know.
Because when you've been fighting zombies, at least it's still like, well, they're people shaped. I'm playing as a character who is ostensibly like a military man slash cop, so like, that's what you've been trained to aim at and fight all your life. That's what targets they put up for you in your, cop headquarters. At the precinct, whatever they want to call it. But they don't train you for fighting gators, huh?
No, they don't. They really don't.
I mean, and there certainly are a non-zero number of gators to fight in the Resident Evil series. RE2's got the big gator. There's gators in RE5.
Oh, I forgot about the big gator in RE2.
Yeah.
That's whack.
There's like the reptilian, like the crocodile humanoids, sort of, that like, I don't know what games they're in besides maybe Umbrella Chronicles, but like they're there. Maybe they're frog people, I don't remember.
It is pretty neat that I believe this is Maiden of the Mansion is this person's name.
Gotcha. Was this another significant character?
No, we already met the three significant characters.
Have already been met.
Our Clockwork Kid, Leo, who is the male protagonist,
And Pietro.
And Pietro. I like that they're like, oh, it's upside down. How are you gonna get it?
Let's jump.
Because I'm guessing that the thing that I just skipped is
Something that walks you on walls or something.
yeah, but
we already have as many statues here as we have in Clockwork Kid's level.
yeah, Clockwork Kid 2. Yeah, this gal existed. From what I remember, she's not in it that much. I mean, none of them really are, but
yeah,
she's kind of like, I live in a mansion that's wild, and I don't want to leave. Oh, that unicorn.
She's just, doing her appropriate quarantining practice, that's all. Did you want to pop open that crystal?
What crystal?
Wasn't there a crystal earlier with a costume in it?
Oh, yeah, probably. I don't have a key.
Oh, for once we actually didn't find a key right next to the power-up.
Yeah,
That's surprising.
See, there's no key. Oh, I lied. All right, let's get rid of Gear Prince, because...
Yeah,
Jelly Belly. Inky Blaster.
Oh.
Is this Splatoon? Oh, man.
Oh, it's Splatsville. Is it... Okay, so you shoot at a canvas, which is basically just a button, and then it activates the thing.
Yep. And
so it's just the chess piece or the robot again. You shoot a thing or a pumpkin puncher.
Yeah, they're all the same. There is no variation in design or how costumes work, unless you force them to work the way you.
You have to throw those canvases pretty hard to embed them in the wall like that.
What canvas? What?
The canvases you were just stepping up for a moment ago.
Yes. It is whack that they exist as physical. I mean, it
seems the Maiden of the Mansion has the secret of the Uchiha bloodline.
I didn't see these little spinny stabbies come out.
Yeah.
They're very bad. I probably have to go back and get that power up because it looks like it expects me to have it.
That would be miserable. Because if you would get hit by it, get hit by something and lose the power up, they would want you to go all the way back. That seems pretty. That doesn't seem like something this game would do.
Well, there's Inky Blaster.
Okay.
Good, get it.
Bam. Just like Resident Evil.
They turned it into a third-person cover-based shooter.
Yeah.
Too bad this game doesn't have you wait. Oh, never mind. I forgot that this game was made by Square, not Capcom. I keep forgetting who makes this game. Oh no, how am I going to get that? It looks so hard. It's just that easy.
Yeah.
It's just that easy.
I appreciate that they're doing this creative thing where it's like, the Escher Dagakano Kui! They're really trying to do this like MC Escher style environment. And have you walk up and down it and everything, but unfortunately just sometimes your units don't pan out. It's like, well, you can actually jump this.
Yeah.
Oh well. I mean, I guess that's better than it being too restrictive. At least, insert child can have fun sort of breaking that mold. You're still thinking about the space in an interesting way, so down with that.
Yeah, it has its merits. But it's like, oops, I missed. I was not paying attention. Which I guess is bad, but
I bet it is. Now we have to go back and get this later.
I would have messed that one up anyway.
Does it still feel like the timing is stricter than usual? You mentioned that before.
Yes, very much so. But I think I got used to it because of my months of training that I've been putting in for this game. And by months, I mean Guilty Gear. We gotta play that on stream sometime. I don't know what we would do. We'd probably just beat the shit out of each other for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
If we ever had people, we could like start a room and fight viewers.
At that rate, though, I think we would be fine to just hold one-on-ones and with people. Because if we have too many people, say like in a Discord room, attempting to match each other, then that would get pretty noisy. So at that rate,
I would just
so we would still be in our own private talk channel, and then
we would give out the invite, and people
that makes sense.
People could come in and join us.
Yeah.
I still have knockout that's the costume that's super important to this mission. Dagakano Tui.
Dagakano Tui. It's shocking that this stage and the past stage have had 2 balance bouts in them.
I wonder if all of them do, and I just keep missing them.
Maybe.
Which would be very upsetting.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn it! I'm just gonna have him lose now because I wish I could skip this. I wish. I
just push the button faster. That'll be faster than letting it time out.
I don't know if it will.
Cool, because it confirms the action early, right?
Oh yes, it does. Oops. Goodbye, Balan. That should have ended it. That should have been it. It should have been like, you messed up. Try again.
Yeah. This had got me thinking about Balan and Smash once again, and the understanding that no, it won't happen because we've now, since last time, confirmed that the next incoming member of the Smash Squad is Kazuya Mishima from Tekken. That
was dead.
That was sad looking. I don't feel good about that one.
I do. I'm back up. Oh, he's doing Ino's drill attack.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think of the Tekken character? I guess I haven't really talked to you about this. I think we talked about it for like a second.
I think it'll be interesting because Tekken works a bit differently than the other fighters in that it has these long strings of directional input moves, and I don't know that much about Tekken, but in essence, that seems to be what they're going for and saying like, oh, this feels like Tekken. Um, you've got a lot of moves, very specific moves. And I'm assuming that it's by your directional inputs and stuff. For the people who don't like that stuff, you have Demon Form, which comes out during your like smash attacks and whatever. So it's like, oh, look, I got a.
It just took away my jump. Holy shit.
Oh, you got like a fun laser attack, or like here's some big, demon wing hit or whatever. So like, there's still something for someone who doesn't know anything about Tekken to have fun with. But I think the people who are going to get the most out of Kazuya are the people who are familiar with those like Tekken strings. It's also clear like footsies are pretty important to the character. So misstepping when you're at the right times and at the right range, that seems to be pretty important. That was like the first thing they showed off was Kazuya and Ryu essentially face to face, and so Kazuya was very purposefully stepping in and out to juke him. So seemingly that's going to be a major thing.
Are you excited about him, or are you just kind of ambivalent to his existence?
I'm more excited now when I got to see gameplay,
Well,
he's not exactly a character I care
Jar?
about. Hey, welcome to the stream. We're playing Balan Wonderworld and not talking about Balan Wonderworld. No, but to close off the topic of Kazuya, I'm more interested now that I got to see gameplay, and I think it's fun. X-Ray Ape.
What is that? What the hell is this gonna do?
I'm so excited.
Oh,
okay.
there's like invisible blocks. Okay.
Let's see.
I definitely have not
We're having fun.
I've not been using this power at all through this entire map.
Yeah, I assume that all these different collectibles in this MC Escher area, you're supposed to use X-Ray Ape here to actually like find a path to it. But you brought the floating power up in, so
it's so broken.
Hey, when you played like Super Mario World or Super Mario Bros. 3, did you always like go and grab yourself a cape or a Tanuki tail then like fly yourself around just to like soar over each level?
I'm really bad at I'm bad at 2D Mario platformers.
Really?
I think about all the games that I speedrun or have tried, and they're all the 3D ones, right?
Yeah.
So it's like I never felt like I was good enough to. I don't think I've played much of 3, like at all. I played a lot of Super Mario World, but I don't think I ever got past the like second area. I haven't played it recently. The last time I played it, I was a kid, so it's no fucking hell. I lost the broken power. I lost it. I have to play.
Well, there's a checkpoint nearby.
That's true. I can get another one. Oh look, Dagakata
What's your
Kui.
integrity say? Uh-oh.
It's a third one.
Dagakata Tui! I cannot believe they put 3 of these in one level.
Dude, one is
That's
already
amazing.
exhausting.
Yeah.
Time for
Yeah! You get it! Label Jar, you're right with us.
So, Label Jar, are you a fan of Balan Wonderworld? I know I tweeted out and I rocks with his ass.
Oh my goodness.
It's these exhaust me because it's like if I mess up once I feel so broken.
Yeah, it truly is a devastating kind of emotional manipulation. But that's what games are all about, aren't they, Grant?
Emotionally
It's
manipulating.
about being immersed in about feeling things.
These are all new animations.
Animations, yeah, these are pretty nice.
For it being the like 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my understanding of the Balan community, because this is kind of just like a project that Brantley and I have taken upon ourselves. is that a lot of people seem to like the aesthetic and like the. God damn it! Fucking hell! So bad. People like the aesthetic and like the feeling of the game, even if they're not the biggest fan of the gameplay. And I get that. I get that. I hate the game.
characters too.
Yeah, the characters have a lot of good designs.
Yeah, Balan and Lance, I really get the appeal. You know, I don't even know if there's like I feel like there's a categorical phrasing for it, but in any case, they're foils for each other.
Can't jump. I can't jump. I cannot jump now. Good thing there's one right here. Ugh, this game frustrates me. But it's...
yeah, just to say, like the characters as foils without any kind of like overwrought writing, I think is really nice. It says a lot. Yeah, that they they deserve more backstory than what like the novel gives. Which actually, Grant, you read the novel.
I did read the novel. It's very silly, but
Balan, does it mostly just focus on like Leo and
it's
like
super weird
the
because
world people?
Yeah, it's honestly like the thing about the novel in terms of like from a writer standpoint, like a writing standpoint, it's fairly like episodic. It really feels like they were trying to write like episode by episode, where it's like, oh, then this part we deal with this character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, there's a hidden statue. Wait, is it hidden or can I just see it? Oh, I can just see it through walls. It's actually this power-up's insanely helpful.
Yeah.
And so it's like, in this time we're gonna deal with this character, and it's not very long. I think it's only like 213 pages. And like, and obviously like it's children's media, so there is like a level of understanding going into it and being like, how serious are they gonna take it? But Balan and Lance exist. Like, Lance will be like, will say like some shithead stuff and cause some disruption, and then Balan will like rhyme and be like, "Ooh, what's going on?" And then he leaves. And it's super whack.
Yeah. Though there is like, there's almost a benefit in that not being canonized, because then there's no toes to step on if you start fanficking it, right? There's all the context. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's the kind of thing. When I was reading the book, I was kind of like, I don't know what I was expecting. But I was like, I went in and I was like, oh, maybe, because a lot of people are like, the book's good and it's fine, but it's just context. And I wish there was, I honestly think that when designing this game, they really wanted it to be like a cartoon or like some sort of show. It works better as an episodic narrative than a full book.
Yeah, I can see that. Would you say that maybe the limited nature of it is better than something like, I don't know, like say like a Kingdom Hearts situation where they overbake the explanation to the extent that it kind of kills some of the fun of imagining what it could be?
I think that's like, I kind of wish they didn't have like a narrative structure with it, and instead just told like backstories instead of
there goes a tin.
Instead of explaining the game plot. I kind of wish it was a prequel with a little bit more just, hey, this is what happened here, this is what happened here, and then the game starts. But it didn't. But we got the second Tower of Tim's, and you know what? That's the real reason you play this game, so you can make your little peep characters happy.
Yeah. Do it for them. Do it for Tim.
But I digged what it wanted to do, and I just I I feel the over ambitious nature of this game is kind of why it has that large fan following.
Mhm.
And I think you're right. I think it being not as detailed like Kingdom Hearts kind of allows for more of that fan fictive kind of like. Their Tims are small. You shut up. They're beautiful.
That's it. You're timed out. No, I'm kidding.
They're very cute.
Yeah,
I love Tims.
they are aggressive, right?
They are
attack
very
enemies,
aggressive.
Some of them.
Yeah, and in the book, they're like they follow Leo, and he like feeds them. It's just really weird that the game is very obsessed with explaining. I mean, not the game. The book is obsessed with explaining game mechanics, and I kind of wish they just left some of those game mechanics to be like abstract.
Yeah. Well, okay. Imagine this: you get a physical copy of this game, and you pop it open, and inside, rather than a game manual, is just this 200+ page novel stuffed in there.
I kind of dig that, honestly. Like, I'm a sucker
Ooh.
for weird game. Yeah, he is very sassy. He's sassy in the book.
I'm glad to hear that. You know,
Oh, god damn it! I'm so mad. No, he is.
Yeah.
And I wish.
I'm glad that makes it into the book, because that's one of the things I think makes the game very enjoyable and makes me wish there was more Balan. You know,
for being his wonder. I almost said.
you almost said Wonderland.
I almost said Wonderland. I still have that as our title. He. The moments in the book with him are fun, and at the end where they kind of do a little bit of a deep dive into his personality is honestly probably the best part of it. Oh, we got a follower. Thank you.
Welcome on board.
Welcome to familiar territory. But I kind of wish, it's kind of hard because you have 12 characters that they wanted to explore, and that's a lot of characters. We've talked about the problems with large casts in anime before,
Yeah.
where it's easy to leave behind character development for the sake of trying to get people's favorites, which is fine in a game, right? Having 12 different characters as the worlds is honestly a fairly fun idea. But
especially because to an extent you control the timing and the pace of those interactions, you know? Like, you get to just sit there and say, watch a character's idle pose. And then, you know, you get to imagine, like, well, what's this character about? Yeah, and of course, like, gameplay things as mentioned from Labeled Jar.
This is just a teleport. This is just teleport again. See, all right, Labeled Jar. We yes. So this is just
right on time.
Yes.
Oh, you aim it.
You aim it. But no, we've talked about this before. This game has too many power ups, and most of them are either reskins or they do the same thing as another one. And also, them being your health is terrible. Just an absolute awful experience. But yeah, there's too many power ups, and I think this game gets compared to Odyssey a lot, and I think what Odyssey got right was it limited to what you could get in the worlds, right? Not that I don't like having. Yes, Labeled Jar, you're absolutely correct. We said the same thing in our last episode.
This is solidarity.
It is solidarity. But like, oh, okay. I'm glad that didn't get rid of my skin. I think that with Odyssey being able to design levels around not having certain skins, like you can't get the frog in the jump in the wooded level or the water level. That makes it so that you can focus on that game design and that level design to be oh my goodness, I just jumped off. I used the the little can I get in this mirror from here? Oh, that's why. but you're able to focus on the level design to fit the skins instead of trying to get the skins to fit a global purpose.
Yeah, when you have at least a few of those statues that are meant to be gotten from another power-up, it really dampens things. To be exploring the level and to just look at something and be like, well, I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, yeah. Also, combat's really, really not fun.
And that's from a limitation to the skins. If they can't assume that you'll have anything,
Oh.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. It is really kind of it just kind of mitigates the potential of fun jumping combat when they have to bust it open and be like, well, you have very limited capabilities, and we need your, for whatever reason, the base, movement ability of this character is pretty. It's not exactly slow, but it's not fast.
Yeah.
You hover in the air for a decent amount of time. It doesn't quite have this snappy up and down, which means that when you're fighting, you spend a lot of time sort of like pushing yourself in the air and trying to navigate yourself down onto an enemy, and then you do it again and again.
All right, Brantley, you ready to play Guess That Boss?
Uh-oh. Yep. So, let's see. We're at Maiden of the Mansion, and so that means
I'm not a furry. I don't think there's anything wrong with furries. I'm not one. I just like this costume because it breaks it. So Maiden's whole thing is, I can't remember her character. Literally, I think everyone is introduced to her at the same time. She has like the least amount of development in the story, and that's saying something. I think it's just like a writer's block thing.
Yeah, that's what the title of the world was. So, but then again, we also know that a lot of the boss names are not necessarily accurate to their backstory so much as it is to a pun.
This one you might be able to get.
Okay.
I think.
Let's see what it's shaped like. Okay, we got a mirror. Yeah, I'm taking it in. This is a pretty creative looking boss.
I actually kind of dig this. It's like rotating.
Yeah. Pretty neat. Let's see.
It's one.
Yep. But it has to be a pun name, right? That's where I'm getting stuck.
It's
so
a pun.
Paint art.
Now I'm getting disoriented. Oh goodness. Oh, I'm gonna get sick. Oh wait.
Wow, I'm blanking. Normally I usually have one of these to offer, but I'm not coming up with any right now. Is it something related to like canvas?
No.
No.
Hey, this guy looks. It looks like Gutra's.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and just give me the name.
It's Inca Bella.
Inca Bella. Okay.
See, I thought you were.
I was trending around, away from ink.
But you've gotten not close in the past, but you have gotten things similar. And I thought this one was probably one of the more clever ones. So
yeah.
All right. Well, that boss was better than the last couple we've played against.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But did you get all the statues?
I don't think so. I think I got 2.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Oh God, let's hope.
shrunk.
All right, so let's. If we get the fast paced song, I'm still on board with the.
Oh, I just realized her dress is like Mondrian, or her apron is. That's nice.
Look at you,
That's neat.
art boy.
Mondrian is squares. Really easy to remember. Thankfully.
Isn't that like the? Yeah, so this is the adult song. I'm telling you.
Yeah, there's 2 songs then.
Oh my god, I love the dance. Isn't he the one that is that a person or a style?
I mean both.
Okay, he's the one that did like Streets of New York or whatever it's called.
I don't. Let's see. This is Dutch, so I don't know how to pronounce it, but Piet Mondrian maybe. Born in the Netherlands. But yeah, Mondrian is responsible for like paintings with right angles and different colored boxes, usually primary colors. If you ever looked at art that resembles either like a 1990s Arnie's Pizza menu, if it were made in like a Microsoft Excel, then that's probably who you're looking at.
I like the fact that this famous painter just got compared to fucking fast food restaurants menu. You think Balan cuts holes in his hat, or is it part of his head? And if it is, whack.
If we had more viewers, then I would put this up to like a chat vote. But I'm gonna say that Balan's costume is custom made.
Okay.
By Balan.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I think he's the kind of person who would like, want to essentially control the whole Balan experience, top to bottom, toe to toe.
He's definitely an extra, like a very out there performer.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Watcher of the Cities. He and Watcher of the Woods were kind of like a parallel in the book. He was a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
Believe it or not.
His Balan's hat is great. I think like when they showed this game off, everyone was very excited about just new costume. Key
Is this
mouse.
literally just to unlock doors?
I hope so.
Oh, I can unlock costume key things without getting the keys that are next to them. Thanks. Fuck, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. We still haven't found box.
That's amazing. They already have to just put they already choose to put keys right next to every power up. But in case there isn't one closely nearby, you can use a different power up to get a new power up.
And it also forces you to lose a specific one, because if it's
you have a slot open.
Is this just the charging bowl again?
Let's find out.
Nope! It allows me to push blocks.
Oh.
I'm so mad.
Your platformer moveset has been pared down into an extremely split apart wardrobe abilities.
Yes. Now I like Balan's hat too. I like Balan's design. I think he's whack, and I love that shit.
Yeah, the eyes peeking through and like the green dreads are just very stylish and very fresh. Character design was on point.
Dakakata Tootie.
Dakakata Tootie.
There we go. Let me get all excellence and miss one, and then just hate myself.
I also just I'm a big fan of character designs that have like flared out limbs. So like starting at the shoulder, it's pretty skinny, but then like as their forearm goes out, like they just almost as if the forearm becomes the width of the entire hand.
Oh yeah.
All right.
But yeah, like the like skinny.
Like like Mega Man characters have that going on, where like their boots will flare out, like to get like thicker at the bottom, you know?
Right.
There's just something about that I find very fun.
No, I dig that too. I remember being a kid and being like, man, I wish I had big boots like Mega Man.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like,
Maybe it's in the perceived feeling that's something very weighty and powerful, you know?
yeah.
To just essentially have your hand become this like absolute like like meat pounder basically. Just bonk, you know. Hey,
Yeah.
congrats! You aced it.
I did it. I did it.
You never have to do this one again.
I know. I have to do so many of them again. I think I did.
You did it.
I did one when I was grinding up costumes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. I don't know about the.
Ooh.
It's so wild. It's honestly wild that Balan isn't the main character. Like, I get wanting to like have like the kids. Oh my goodness. That was very. This is.
It's a mystery maestro. Top hat covers half his head. You always see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very stylish. You know, it's very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Besides mysterious, it's like.
Do you want to say alluring?
Okay, I'm trying to think of a more academic way of putting it, but all that's coming to mind is saucy. You know?
Yes. Also,
Yeah.
block puzzles aren't fun. Stop putting them in video games.
Uh-oh. Sounds like we have a Sokoban hater.
Sokoban.
And this Sokoban is the name, like the original name of block pushing puzzles. So like, I don't know if it originally existed as like a paper and pencil puzzle or if it was like always a video game thing, but Sokoban is what they call it. Let me do a little bit of research. Japanese for warehouse keeper, so you're pushing crates around to resort them and push them in the right places, right? So kind of like the puzzle in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, where you're using the machine to like push the boxes, and you know you take up a space and every box takes up a space, and so you have to come at it from the right angle and make sure you don't push them into corners and stuff. It's in the early 80s, so I think it was always a video game thing.
You think it was always a video game thing?
I think so. Let me look at the wiki here.
I will say the mouse will make it easier if I ever decide to grind up more costumes, because it does make it so, because like in some places the costumes spawn faster than keys.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, the lava gets hot and then cold. Oh, hello. What is with? Oh, okay.
You got psyched into thinking you were gonna have to do another Balan bout.
No, I the way that it's positioned. Okay, I'll show it to you. So you see how his hair is like sticking out?
Yeah.
I thought his eyes were doing like the awooga thing.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
so I was like, what the hell is going on?
The only thing that could make this game better would be if you fail a Balan bout and he makes the Tom and Jerry scream
Yes.
when he's flying up. I'm not going to reproduce it because it'd be very loud.
So all right.
But anyways, everyone
Do you
knows
think
it.
that this stage will give me anything but tears?
No. I think it's just gonna be tears.
I feel we have to try though.
We have to.
I have to go get Happy Horn. I have
Go back and get Happy Horn. And to answer my previous inquiry, Sokoban did in fact start as a PC game, so
Oh, nice.
yeah.
I hate it. Where's Happy?
There's something special about not just saying like, man, I hate like the block pushing puzzles
What
in
the fuck?
Zelda or
What did I
Pokemon or
do to
whatever.
deserve this? I do not know what causes them to dance. And it freaks me out every time. I literally changed costumes.
The game is reading your mood, and
Alright.
if they think you put your guard down. But there's something special about not like just saying like I hate the block pushing puzzles in this game, but then to also be like I hate just tears. I hate block pushing puzzles in all games. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But there is something funny about going to the source. I don't know exactly
I
what
hate
it is, but it's...
Sokoban. Just
yeah, exactly. You know,
wait,
I hate
hold on,
Sokobon.
hold on. Did you Blossom 997? Are you saying that if I do Happy Horn on all of them, I do get an achievement, or
Oh.
do I have to get?
Well, it's a good thing that you're attempting to 100% this game eventually, Grant.
Eventually, I feel like we will have to take a break. I do want to play Guilty Gear with you sometime on stream. I don't have any of my Tims because this guy's in the way. I want that Tim egg.
Take him out. Be gone.
I get it. Thank you.
Egg time.
Egg time. Speaking of egg time,
Something that you can get an achievement. Gotcha. Thank you.
We will be getting Wonder Egg Priority. The final episode's coming out here in like 9 days.
That's true. That'll be a YouTube review for us. We won't be doing that on Twitch. So.
There's more than one music costume.
Yeah.
That just burnt
There's
me.
a couple stages one, so.
Okay. Thank you, Blossom. I will remember that.
Yeah. Endure that psychic damage and move on.
I'm so mad that I just lost this costume. At least this one can jump.
Yeah.
But yeah. We have a lot of shows we're gonna be doing because Megalobox season 2 only has one more episode left. Hold on, I saw that statue.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's only 3 music. That's not too bad.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Megalobox is ending, and we're gonna, since we had watched season 1 of that and not reviewed it, we're gonna review it on YouTube when season 2 has officially completed, and we've seen it because I think it was a Sunday upload, so
a new episode came out today. So
yes,
we have not seen that one.
Yep. And then I see that balance bout.
I see that balance bout.
Let's see. We also have Tropical Rouge Precure is all lined up. We're ready to start that soon. Oh man, Grant, if you had go get Frost Fairy because you can just jump on up. Tropical Rouge Precure is going to be ongoing forever, but we're going to cut it off at 13 and do the review there.
Do we want to
do you want to go a couple extra so that we can get to the 5th Precure?
Yeah, I kind of want to. I also kind of like the way that we did Symphogear. It might be fun to just keep kind of going. And
kind of tooey.
Because like if we stay with it, we only have to watch 1 episode a week, and that's pretty doable.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing Symphogear on odd episodes, so
yeah.
I think we could do a preview of what we've seen of Precure. You know, whether or not that contains a few more episodes or not. And then we can come back for our final episode of Symphogear. Uh-oh.
This is new.
Yeah, that's a wicked strike.
I kind of wish that with all these like kind of fun animations and fun powers, it really is a tragedy that this isn't a fully controlled like scenario. It might make Balan's bouts a little less sad for me.
Yeah. I mean, feeling like the basic gameplay in the different nothing personnel, kid. Feeling the gameplay in like the regular platforming segments of this game, I'm sure it was the better choice to not turn this into a Balan game with like, you know, this kind of combat or anything. I don't have confidence that they'd be able to tighten that up in a way that would, you know, feel quite right. But it sure makes you wish and hope, you know. Like, man, if only. Or at least generate some what-ifs.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe if they focused on it being a Balan game from the beginning, and didn't have the pretense of the costumes of the kids, perhaps it would have been enough time to actually develop that and tighten it up. I don't know, because it feels like a lot of the slowness of the gameplay is a concession for making sure you can't break things and you have to use certain costumes for certain things.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that are just barely out of reach from your
it.
jump.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Or just make this game have more buttons.
Yeah.
Did it. Got a silver hat.
Yep.
The useless silver hat.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm still in favor of getting out some Precure content. We'll finish off Symphogear, and then we have so many other things that we'll be ready to do.
Yeah.
Whenever the Rayview Starlight movie becomes available to watch, we'll be able to check that out. Wonder Egg Priority is nearing its close. Megalobox, as we mentioned. And then we have just a bunch of long runners that we want to go revisit. So I'm particularly excited to go back and check out Yuki Yuna.
Yeah.
Iron Apollo.
Bye.
See ya.
I love how I love how slow this is.
Is this supposed to be the costume that helps you Oh,
this is your walking speed. No. This is miserable.
Oh my god.
This is terrible. I love it.
So this is your price for being able to finally reach all of those high ledges in the game.
Well, I mean, Frostfairy can do it.
Tor 1 space dude. That's great.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
It's so slow. And the thing is when you're doing this, you can't move.
You don't get to move forward.
But what's great is that you get this low gravity fall. That's fun. I just wish that the I lost it. It's gone.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen. I didn't want to say anything and assume anything of you, but
yeah, I mean it's
when the costume moves that slowly, and you walk yourself into a fire trap like that, there's just no way out. You can't fall fast enough. I don't think that suit even has enough horizontal mobility to cover one regular jump from your highest height. It certainly doesn't look like it.
It's a weird choice. We do need a very
specific power up.
We do need to collect. Yeah, we do need to collect all of them and find the least useful. I do think Box Fox is the least useful.
So far.
What's up, Zach? Thanks for coming.
And thanks for being the best person that your Magical Girl squad would expect you to be. The nice thing about being the streamers here is that we don't have to abide by our own rules.
I can be upset. Wait, is there a Balan? No, this can't be a Balan costume. Not here.
Yeah, you wish, but it won't be. Wow, we're missing costumes too. I bet those are introduced in the third area.
Level,
in these
yeah.
modes, yeah.
All right, let's get this heart tree.
Yeah, but I'm excited to go back to Yuki Yuna eventually. Yeah, that's one of those that it's just fun for maybe wrong reasons to us, right?
Yeah, well, it's one of those things where going back and listening to us talk about Yuki Yuna, it's like one of those shows where it's so close, right?
Yeah.
And you want to hopefully you want to see it get better. Oh, it's Sentinel of the City, not Watcher. My bad. It's Sea Gazer. It's Sentinel of the City and Sentinel of or Watcher of the Forest. That's
okay.
I fucked up.
It's okay. I already don't remember the words you said.
Um. So, hold on. I'm trying to look up.
Give us your novel knowledge.
Yeah, no, I have the
Read
novel.
that book. Read that book.
I have it up. His name is Ice Glover. He is the Sentinel of the city. I can't remember why he's sad.
We'll find out, I guess.
I'm just trying to see what his character's name is. Oh, wow, this is a terrible name. This is actually awful. Like, it's not even a pun.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah. By the way, we've talked a lot about in this stream about you know, the weirdness of this game having like a lot of fun and like heartfelt. Only get a Balan costume by collecting a lot of rainbow drops. Oh, and then you give it to that Tim statue.
Wait, it's a real thing?
And awaken the Ultra Tim. That will take you to the island that has the Balan costume. That's incredible. What I love even more than this is that you could just be lying, and I would 100% believe. I don't believe you're lying. I think you're telling the truth 100%. But it is exactly the kind of thing this game would do, and that's special. You know, you don't get stuff like this that often. Something that's so committed, and so like esoteric. You know, I love it.
Wait, was that the first level? Oh.
Yes, that was the first one.
Miserable.
So
I'm so upset with myself right now.
And now we know, Graham.
We do
Rainbow
know.
tears are gonna have to be an important part of completing this game.
Nah, I'm pretty stoked. I can't. I'm excited that there's a Balan costume.
Yeah.
It really sucks because it's going to be able to do one thing, and that's disappointing.
What if they took off the training weights? All of the buttons become something new.
Honestly, wish. I don't think that's possible.
Probably not, but you know, we can dream in this wonder world.
This sounds like Thomas the Tank Engine music.
Yeah, this reminds me of the clown set they have in Dumbo.
Hey.
Yeah, I realized the exit's just right there, which is a very fun concept. Can you just glide in?
No, you can't. Ooh, I might have to look that up, Blossom, or because I'm gonna be real. If I do want to 100% this game for the sake of 100%ing it, but oh god damn it.
But you see, we have enough hill climb here. Evident of our gameplay.
So I might have to do that glitch. Impressive. So I think I need key mouse for this because the key wasn't there.
Hey, do you see that statue?
I do see that statue. I do know how to get it.
Delicious.
Because I need to get a costume. Because I mean, I did jump. I will say I did jump, and the game said no.
Do you think Lance took away your jump?
No, I think that I pressed jump way too late, or my controller. Ooh, okay. So the costume's not bad. But what is bad is the fire hydrant face at the top.
Ooh, yeah.
This is not a very intuitive costume, because... Okay, so I remember... This is the costume, by the way, that they used to fight the
novel?
Yeah, this is it. And I remember this... See, it's weird that they explain it. It's weird that the game is like, hey, this is very slow. But it's really weird that this game is like, hey, I mean, the novel's like, this is exactly what happens in the video game. Got it.
Did you even explain that it fires out these like drop shots?
Oh no, it didn't say that, but it's like I use them to cool the lava and make my way around the city.
Yeah.
Also the
which everyone knows firefighters do have to deal with.
Yes. Alright, getting rid of key mouse. Getting rid of key mouse. Don't need it.
Goodbye, key mouse.
I have lost 9 Frost fairies.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
Ooh.
oh, so the game does not like you jumping right out of the game does not like you jumping out of the checkpoints. Does not want you to jump.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
I'd love to take a tangent on games like this where like either the world or the characters or the plot is just so engrossing, or it's like right up someone's alley of taste that you just come back to the game a lot or think about it a lot, even if like the gameplay itself wasn't keeping you around. Yeah, there's a lot to eventually put you back here.
Yeah.
Make you lose costumes and stuff. Like I've definitely got quite a few games that like I'll return back to, and I know I'll regret trying to do like a whole replay of it. But like there's something about it that's just really kind of tasty.
It's Billy Hatcher, isn't it?
Billy Hatcher's one of them. That game hates kids. But I love Billy Hatcher. It's so mean as a game. Like part of it's unintentional because like the game like doesn't work exactly the way they intend it, or they didn't quite tweak things well enough. You know, it kind of reminds me of this game sometimes, where like they want you to do very specific things with the eggs, but it's not quite as functional or fun as perhaps they had intended. Like it seems like if they had more time, it would have been smoothed over. But in the meantime, it's very difficult to like manage. Yeah, like I go back to Billy Hatcher very frequently, despite the fact that it is a very frustrating game to play. If all 3D platformers just generally hate their players,
I think there's a balance.
Like a little bit.
Because I think 3D platformers want you to like the most fun 3D platformers I've played. Like I think Mario Odyssey is just like a near perfect video game.
Mm-hmm.
But like it's one of those things where you can enjoy the slight difficulty curve it has without it being mean.
Mm-hmm. The early ones though definitely suffer.
Oh yeah,
just because it feels like there's a lot of technical shortcomings where they had intended for something to be workable or usable, and it just didn't get the time to work. So, a case in Billy Hatcher, one of the late stages of the game wants you to, early Earthworm Jim, yeah, good point. There's a late stage in Billy Hatcher that it requires you to do like a ground bounce with your egg to get a higher jump, and you're supposed to land on a platform with it. But a quirk with how that works aesthetically is that when you bounce with your egg, which physiologically shouldn't work, but whatever, it's video games. You spin around with it, like you rotate. And then when you land back on the ground, Billy lets go of the egg and sort of steps off of it. This means that if you happen to land the egg, say on the corner of a platform, while your animation rotation has left you over the ledge, then the egg will land, Billy will let go, and you will fall off and leave your egg stranded up on the platform, which you can't reach because your jump wasn't high enough in the first place. It's aggravating, and you're fighting with the game's own like method of rotating your character in order to like time that properly. It's totally not intentional, but it's incredibly hard to get past as a result.
Also,
let's see. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to mention Blossom's right. This stage is terrible.
Let's see. There's also
like even Sunshine, right? Even like Super Mario
Sunshine's got some quirks. Got some mean stuff in there. Ladder Man.
This is
Form
a captain planet of all.
Yeah. Yeah, it truly So this is the spider power-up, but instead of having indicators on the walls, you have it on the floor. Dakakano Tui!
Kanatui! And it's also worse than Frost Fairy.
Yeah. I Sunshine is actually one of those games that Grant and I come back to a lot, even though it can be frustrating. Um, like there's just something about uh the summertime vibe of it and uh the different mobility options you have in Sunshine that it brings me back. It's like
Yeah.
I gotta touch Mario Sunshine again.
But
It's
it's
interesting.
weirdly turbo jank at times.
Yes, absolutely. If anybody, whether it's like Twitter or Tumblr, you can check out Supper Mario Broth. It is a blog dedicated to finding lots of little like game dev hacks and like shortcuts and things that they might take in Mario games, among other like trivia and stuff. But those are the ones that I think are really interesting. So for example, in Mario Sunshine, Grant, you know how there's the lighthouse that is sunken into goop, and you have to essentially raise it up.
Yeah.
So if you actually look up, I don't know if you can do this in game or if it has to be done with a like a different camera. But if you look upwards, the little hockey puck thing that you have to ground pound after you rocket boost, that you can get a shine sprite out of, that's still floating up in the air as if it's sitting on top of the tower. It's not despawned while the tower's not there.
That's whack.
Yeah, so the lighthouse just has like its little like ground pound topper sitting there in midair. Again, like just little bits of turbo jank in Mario Sunshine. Oh, one that I saw recently. Again, Super Mario Broth is who you're looking for. I can, you know what? I can link this in chat. On the Delfino
God
village
damn it!
level. No.
I'm so mad. I'm so angry. I even thought to
All
myself,
for nothing.
press it a
Yeah.
little later, and you'll get it. I didn't. Oh, I'm so mad.
Yeah. But here you go. Mario Broth blog is the name on Twitter. But they recently posted about Delfino Village or Pianta Village, sorry. You know how there's the rope bridge at the beginning?
Yes.
Each of those different planks has their own separate collision. So it's it's like a real rope bridge where each plank you could technically get like your foot slipping through one of them or something. And it's sort of swaying and whatever, but like there's a weird quirk to it with it and its collision, such that if you just like time a jump wrong, you can absolutely just fall through the bridge.
Oh. Huh. That's
Interesting tip.
That's a much better. That makes a lot of sense because that's a very consistent like visualization to look at. Huh. I'll have to remember that next time I do Balan's bout and cry.
Yeah. And then if you miss it again, just be like, "Oh, I forgot to look at the hat."
Yeah, it's not because I'm
Even
bad
if
at
you
this
looked at the
game.
hat, yeah.
So-
Yeah.
That okay. So Blossom saying that it actually reminds me of a lot of times when I played games as a kid, where there are some games that I remember playing as a kid, and like stuff like that is stuff that I remember doing, right? Like, oh, make sure you time it like this or look at this, and that's a little charming. That's something that's really charming about this game, where it really does feel like kind of like a GameCube era game where the polish isn't always quite there, but it has just enough of something.
Yeah, it's risky, like this isn't like a lot of video games. And that's something that's, saying something.
Like the Tim's hanging out.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind. Okay,
Okay.
I thought, because there was a couple that I didn't understand how I was going to get, and then I'm like, wait a second. If I use the dolphin power to go up the waterfall, but the dolphin power can't go up waterfalls.
It only goes in the blocks, yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
second chance.
Look at the hat.
Dagakano Tui!
I'm gonna look at the hat.
Yep. Do you want me to be quiet on this one?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
You know me. I do better at video games when I'm talking. You've seen me
Yeah.
play Smash Bros.
Yeah. We talk about the dumbest nonsense when we play Smash Bros.
Much to our friends' dismay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is a game that was released this year. I believe it was about 3 years of development on this, which is pretty standard, I guess I would say. I personally think it could have used a little more time in the oven, but a lot of the things that detract from the fun kind of come from conflicting design elements, which is sad. But I think that goes to show that quantifying games down to like their elements and trying to say, well, if we have more thing, then we'll get better game. That's kind of an unsettling, destructive part of that. And I feel like those decisions most often come out of like either, hey, congrats.
Real talk, Blossom. Sick ass tip. That made it so much easier.
Beautiful. Yeah, I feel like stuff like, we should have so many levels. We should have so many power-ups or, et cetera, et cetera. This many hours of gameplay. I feel like metrics like that are where the game is sort of funneled into either padding things out or spreading things thin, because the number was put there in order to not flex, right? The whole point was to meet a goal that was, substantial by an abstraction mathematically, not with, anything meaningful outside of that. For example, this game has 80 costumes. A lot of them do the same thing. If the team was allowed to go back on that and say, well, let's just cut it down to 30 and we'll make those costumes a little more flexible in how they can behave. Maybe you can do like, you can tap on the button for this costume and you'll fly far, but if you hold it, you'll fly up. I feel like that would improve things. But that wasn't an option given to them if they were going to sell this game on 80 costumes. I feel like most often the designers are the ones who come up with those sort of mathematical targets, the quantitative stuff. I feel like maybe that's more from like, either the corporate or marketing perspective, or maybe just even the visionary perspective of the director, producer, to say like, we should have this much stuff to win win at game dev. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, opportunity cost.
Oh,
absolutely. Oh dear.
There's a couple games that kind of fit that bill in my opinion. Especially, god damn it.
Aren't you glad these don't have any statues?
Yes, I'm really glad because these I did it.
Hooray!
I think Cyberpunk 2077 is kind of like an infamous example of a game that it advertised it was doing a lot, and then it didn't do any of the stuff it advertised, which is weird. Oh god, I hate the big people. It scares the shit out of me every time. Like, it didn't need to be, because it has a fun like gameplay style, and you wonder, well, what could have they cut out? And I know that game has like a lot more development hell than just over ambitious.
Yeah.
But there's a plenty of overambitious games out there that just miss the mark.
Mm-hmm. Would you put Cyberpunk 2077 in the same basket as this game?
Yeah, I would.
Where it's like it's charming in some aspects, and there's a reason to experience it, but it's leaving you hanging.
Yeah, it's one of the like, and also the best part of both the games is just absolutely finding ways to just fuck with the
To break it, yeah.
Yeah. Is that a big red one?
Yeah,
Okay, then I don't care.
I'm pretty sure.
Like when Cyberpunk 2077 actually patched out a glitch that I used extensively for combat and movement, and it made me like it less, because I thought that glitch was fun.
Yeah.
If this game like ever patched out the air cat and frost fairy movement that I've been utilizing since Clockwork Kids part, I would say it's less fun. And I don't think they will. I think this game is not going to patch out anything. And it's one of those things where the game isn't broken. Right? Like, the game is not unplayable. It's just, it seems like it had so many design problems during the game. That guy is also not Yeah. What?
This is a weird one. So normally, like, it's like, oh, we had some kind of event happen, and now I'm escaping to my Wonderworld. But that's actually, like... You know what this reminds me of? Clockwork Kid. Where, like, they're like, oh no, the cat died. No, it didn't. We were just frozen in time thinking the cat was dead.
This guy...
So he's having, like, a panic attack, I guess. He's scared of fire. Yes.
What do you think this guy's name is, by the way? I guess.
Oh, I have to come up with the name. Yeah, that's right. Let's see. But it has to be a name because I always want to do like a Mega Man X style, like Pyro Totem or something like that, you know, or Pyro Tower. Let's see. It has to be a name. And it needs to be related to, like, fire and,
he's scared of fire.
Stuff.
This is gonna be one of those boss fights that I get frustrated on, because...
It seems to be the ones in radial arenas. The ones that you really hate.
I think this game works better when you move forward. Because it, like, when you have to, like, work with a camera that doesn't want to work with you, or, like this guy, this power, right? You have to charge it completely to get any form of momentum. And that's really frustrating. So it's like I have to charge it completely.
I do love losing context for a moment, just looking down at chat and seeing Tim. What is this dude's name? Besides Tim. There's too many Tims in this game. They're all little chubby chicken creatures.
I love them.
Let's see.
This one actually is fairly clever in a way that it shouldn't be.
How about Pyroland?
Ooh, that's really good. It's not.
Yes.
It's Hydrock.
Oh, I should have been thinking. Oh, that's good.
That's clever, right? Yeah, right.
It's like a Hydra hydrant. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, a fucking fire hydrant just drove past my apartment.
Did you just fire out? You mean a fire truck?
Yes, and it honked probably because someone was jaywalking. See, at least they're like, oh, we'll give them mouse key.
Yeah, Blossom. It blossomed them.
Yeah, it's a good name. That's
probably one of my favorite names so far.
It's clever. Some of them aren't clever, and then some of them are very clever. All right.
Nice.
I'm only gonna get 1 trophy from here. Was there one that I got 0 trophies from, and I had no idea why?
No, it's. I think we're thinking of the. It was either like stage 1 or 2. We thought we got all the costumes, but we only got 1.
This is very frustrating.
Because I think we had hit them in 3 different ways or something.
But we didn't do 3 different. Yeah, this guy's a one and done boss. It's gonna be sad, but that's life.
Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe you should be dodging these the first time around, and then you can focus on charging shots?
I think so. I think you are. I think you are correct. I think I can only do it when they're spilling out.
Yeah.
Lava.
Don't forget, you've got your iframes on transformation.
I do. Right. There we go. We're optimizing the speed run.
Yeah. Would you speed run this game?
Oh, absolutely.
This
is like the perfect game for. This is like this is up my alley in games I like to speed run. Like this, and one of my favorite games I used to speed run was Dishonored 2. And I just like being able to just skip things.
Yeah.
And Dishonored 2, you could, if you didn't care about the story, you can just like teleport and get there. And I'm kind of, yeah, I would definitely do this. All right, let's see that dance scene.
Here we go.
This is the most awkward part of this game.
I think it's the slow walk. Different song?
It's the kid's song. I was wrong.
So it's just random.
It's just random.
We're learning so much.
I didn't get that Fire Lion costume. It must be the... there's gotta be, like... Because there's every single...
I love that this is over a lavascape.
Yeah. Lava's hot. Like, it's molten rock.
Do you think firefighters are the only people who are allowed to taste the lava?
Yes.
By the way, something you can address probably, Grant. Are you looking forward to Deathloop as well? Zach in the chat brought it up.
What's Deathloop? Oh!
Wait, yeah, you know it.
Is that the like game where
you're same Dishonored team, pretty sure.
Yes, I am looking forward to Deathloop. I really like that team's level design. Dishonored and Dishonored 2 both have really, really good level design. And I like the idea behind Deathloop. It sounds like it's gonna be fun. And so yes, I'm looking forward to it. And it's Balan reading the newspaper. Hell yeah. Wink. Hell yeah, give me that wink.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, but it is random. But we were as we were watching it, the slow song was always with the kids, and the fast song was
we
always.
We thought we were onto it.
We thought we were onto it, and that just threw a complete wrench in our plan. Yeah, I think Dishonored is one of the few games where I felt like a first-person platformer really felt good. I think the way that the visual effects for like the teleport spells are really good. I really liked in Dishonored 2 if you played as Emily, instead of getting Blink, you had that far reach one, which could also double as a like a pole vault. And so you can get this insane momentum and just fling yourselves over like tall buildings. It worked really well, but it also worked when you didn't want it to work, and I killed myself lots of times by just overshooting platforms. This guy's named the Custodian. Just
the man seen by no one.
Yeah, the Invisible Custodian is his name.
Night shift and whatnot.
Yeah, or I think just like the. All right.
Or being like invisible in plain sight, sort of.
Yeah. They also described his world in the book as whack, and I kind of dig. Okay, I still have 6.
Like a character used the words whack.
No, I use the word whack.
I see.
Oh, this is a fun looking world, actually. I really I really
Ooh,
dig this
yeah,
aesthetic.
I do dig this. It's interesting that their last world isn't the typical, like, it's the lava world time. They actually did that one early, you know?
And it's not even like
Stop paying him music. Yeah.
Oh god, this looks horrifying. Oh, it's horrifying. Oh, it's so scary.
It's the Billy Hatcher gun from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, look at him. He's popping out of the... He's terrifying. All of these giant... Oh, he's gone.
Shadow the Hedgehog, yet another GameCube era 3D platformer that, despite being absolute turbo jank, is something I go back to far too often to play. I just have to show everybody how beautiful that cutscene is, thanks to Blur Studios.
Oh, yeah, Blur
That
Studios
opener is really
ass.
good.
Oh, this is
Reminds me of the opener to this game, you know.
Yeah, where it's
and
like...
how Sega style it is, where it's like, you know, the like hyper like cartoony but like high fidelity like style going to it. Yeah, Attack of the Power of Juju is another one of those GameCube era, PlayStation 2 era platformers that I really liked. I never played Tak 1, but I did play Tak 2 a lot. And then I did the... I only got to rent it, so... I never beat Tak 2, but I did beat the sort of sequel spin-off one where it's co-op. The Great Race, whatever it is. The Great Juju Challenge, whatever. Invisible Man.
Is it random invisibility? I hope it's random.
There's a lot of patriarchal costumes in this. We've got the Invisible Man, we've got Gear Prince. Come on now, Balan Wonderworld.
I do like the costume design for this one. I mean,
it is slick.
It is just the Invisible Man from the movie The Invisible Man.
Yeah.
But it looks good.
But that works. These are all supposed to be, you know, pretty archetypical costumes, so that fits. I'm only now kind of realizing that the different Balan statues
they have different poses.
Are in different poses, yeah.
Yeah, I thought I noticed.
Fun.
There was a game, I don't know if Ryan's in the chat. I know he's playing Civ right now. But Ryan played it with me when we were younger. My buddy Ryan, who is an inspiration for a lot of my Turbo Jenks love. He and I played a game called Dr. Muto.
Yeah, I know that one. I've never played it, but I used to get freaked out by the box art.
Yeah, it's a little... I mean, mad scientists are scary, but it was pretty fun. It kind of reminds me of this game where you had like a bunch of different powers based off of very specific... Oh, no. Did I lock myself over here by not playing the game right?
I'll bet you can make it. But yeah, you would transform yourself, right?
Yeah.
As if like, yeah, like Muto.
Yeah. It was a pretty decent game. You don't see a lot of those games like made by developers anymore. You get a lot of indie games like that, but most like AAA or even AA studios are pretty safe in terms of what they make.
I would say the one remaining one, which kind of counts as indie and kind of counts as AAA, would be Double Fine, because they're still making Psychonauts. The second one's on its way to finally being finished, so they're carrying the torch on that. But even so, you know, aside from now being, because they got Bowling Challenge, they got picked up by Microsoft. Double Fine did. So, you know, obviously they're not entirely indie anymore, but for a good long while they were indie.
Oh yeah.
Outside of that, it's mostly Nintendo who's making the big budget 3D platformers. And now, you know, Square Enix with this, but I have a feeling they're going to back off again.
Yeah.
Oh, you almost got a strike.
I know, I was looking forward to it. It's probably the hypest I would have been about this game in
Yeah.
terms of besides Aircat. Aircat was a absolute delight to find.
Yeah. Let's see. Cause Sega hasn't what Sega used to be like another, pretty often develop. Well, they're still making Sonic games. It's just that they're not my favorite. Generations is good. Colors is
good.
great. But I guess something about them I just don't hold in the same kind of regard. It's weird because like I played Lost World, and Lost World's also a lot like this game, where it's kind of like it has these very particular mechanics that they want you to use almost too forcefully at times, and it is janky. Despite having like a lot of like they're still Sega, they're still resourcefully ready to make like an impressive game. So for all intents and purposes, Lost World should remind me of a game like this, but for some reason, I just don't remember them all that frequently. Like it doesn't come up in my head.
I feel like Lost Worlds is one of those games where you have some unique elements to it, but the game itself isn't particularly like unique, right? Like you have like it has good set pieces, the worlds are fun, the gameplay's kind of interesting, but
it doesn't amount to much. A lot of the stuff is skippable, like the when you're actually playing the game, it's not like you have any kind of major collectibles. It's all pretty, it's just side content, You can get red coins, and then that represents like a challenge thing you can do, but it's not like that does anything substantial. The worlds are linear and meant to be just completed in order. Yeah, it doesn't quite have that worldliness that something like this game has.
Like even Shadow the Hedgehog, which by all accounts is fairly linear, at least wants you to explore a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And like finding that computer room.
Yeah, and like find the computer room. There's something
good, terrifyingly good at doing a Vector the Crocodile impression.
There's something about a game that wastes your time a little bit or makes you work for it that becomes memorable for that, right? Like
even if it's a frustrating experience, because
they put you through bullshit and so now it will not leave you.
Yes,
it's the feeling of like a bad game is almost better than a boring game.
Right? Oh, 100%.
Deadly Premonition is one of those that we played recently that rings of
that. That game is good. No,
it is.
It's not.
Sort of. In ways.
It's
elements.
It's kind of like this game in terms of where the execution might be frustrating and not always great, but the times when it is good, you kind of appreciate it a lot more.
Mm-hmm. You respect the hustle.
Yeah, I do respect Deadly Premonition. I respect this game to an extent too. The more I play it and the more I get used to its jank, it gets a little bit more fun. And I really like the fandom is fun to interact with. I don't interact with them super directly, but sometimes I'll tweet and I'll get reacts and likes to it, and everyone seems like a pretty chill person.
Yeah, they're great. Like it is, from what I've heard from you, one of the most like level-headed community of fans that we're aware of.
God, I love this
It really kind of has changed the game, hasn't it?
It really has. And Aircat did the same thing, right? Where it was like...
The game has become more fun because you're allowed to just play it.
I sacrificed that for the good of all.
Yeah. It's been a while since you lost Frostberry.
I know, I still have 5 more. Like the dancing's weird and a little awkward, but it's like, why the fuck would you put it in a game? And you respect that they were like, yeah, this game's gonna be weird.
Yeah. I almost wish it was more weird.
Yeah, me too. You know, it's kind of like at those moments in Deadly Premonition where it really would embrace its strange characters and like its weirdly charming premise and main characters. When this game embraces its weirdness, like the dance scenes are awkward as hell, but they're fun.
Yeah, they don't hide the seams, which gives that authentic feeling. You know, it's, well, I guess they kind of do, but like there's plenty that doesn't feel like it was, you know, over accommodated or anything like that. Like the game's definitely been power washed, right? Like it's polished like to a certain extent visually and, you know, in its aesthetic style. But mechanically it doesn't align with that, so that's where things feel out of balance. That's a good Tim.
Alright, I haven't fed the Tims in a while. I normally don't feed them
You
till
should
the
do
end.
that.
We have one more level of
That's true.
of 12s, and then we'll probably be at our 2 hour mark. So we'll
So that will whisk us directly into the boss. So
yeah, so we do this, do the 12th boss, and then we'll probably finish the game next time, and then kind of go back and start doing the third levels of everything.
Oh, that's right. Because this, you could technically do World 12 earlier than 10, 11, so they can't put the final boss here, can they?
No.
Huh. Good point.
And if it does, I have to add the Streamlab thing.
Yeah.
It won't take too long.
Yeah. It equipped with Frost Fairy, and Frost Fairy, and Frost Fairy.
It's such a good power.
Is this our last one?
No, I have 5 more.
Good.
When I got home from work today, I took a nap, and then
While you were napping.
No,
Tried the Frost Fairy.
I liked his laugh there.
Was that the NPC?
Yeah, that laugh.
The janitor? Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
I would have pegged it as one of the enemies. I'm gonna step away from my mic, and when I come back, I want all these enemies to be dead.
Hi, Brantley. This one's on a platform. How am I gonna get... I do need to get... There is a jellyfish power-up in the water level that just makes combat a cakewalk. I need to get it.
Hey, you did it!
I did it.
Right on time.
I didn't want to disappoint you.
You do have incredible powers of spite.
It's true.
Possibly the most out of anyone I know. Because you've got both, right? You have the don't tell me what to do energy, but also you have the execution that follows after that to totally shove it in someone's face.
Nope.
Well,
It's okay. I know how to get past that the next time, and it's by using the iframes
invisibility.
you get from transforming. Now it's a waiting game. Bless. I still can't get over that the breathing effect is just them enlarging the characters.
It's really good.
Oh, I don't have whatever I need to break open that, so whatever is back here I can't get.
In this game's defense, Guilty Gear does the same thing.
Does it?
I mean, well, like
Anji.
when you look at like Anji and Potemkin, they're just kind of like swelling and deflating like balloons.
To be fair, it's Anji Mito. I thought I changed so I thought I changed the follow to May giving a thumbs up, but apparently it's still Clover from 9 hours, 9 doors, 9 boars. I can't believe we finished those games. Like, I'm gonna be real, they are not in my head. Dakaratui.
Dakaratui. Yeah, I mean, it's very much a taste thing, right?
Oh no, like I enjoyed the content. It's just the first one is just where it peaked.
I personally would agree. I like 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors the most. I like. Yeah, I
Ah!
like.
I forgot to listen.
Well.
I forgot about Blossom's technique. See,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you wink, forgot.
I did.
Wink.
I did.
Kidding.
Um,
Yeah, I literally forgot what we were talking about. Oh, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Yeah. I think out of the protagonists in the games, I like Junpei from 999 the best. Because he has the right levels of like self-insert versus like sass, and he's not like wicked smart, but he has priorities, and so that makes him someone you can identify with.
I also wasn't a big fan of the trio protagonists from Zero Time Dilemma. I get
they got spread thin like this game,
Yep. We do like to talk about games that aren't Balan Wonderworld. Is this a new power up? Nope, Invisible Man. It'd be fun to do a couple of visual novels on stream if we ever get popular enough. I know you would use any excuse to voice act, so.
Yeah, I have. Oh, once again, we got a little voice on into that. I'll have to think about it.
I know at World's End Club came out, but apparently it's not good.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, people didn't like it. It got pretty mediocre reviews. Which is like, I kind of expected such. It's it's one of those things where you get a mobile game and you try and make it something, and that little trying to get it to run on phones can really hinder some of the gameplay elements. But apparently the story is just not nearly as cool as you would want it to be.
That's unfortunate. I was really hoping that them having to it starts as a death game and then the death game stops really abruptly, and they have to just get along with each other. I was really interested to see where that would go. But hey, maybe that means that if they didn't do it well enough, someone else will do it better eventually. Wow, we're back to square one.
No, I'm dead. Oh no, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna lose this game. Invisible Man time. Let's go.
I do like the junk statue. I know it's currently stomping up and down right now, but I love that the janitors made that.
Yeah.
It's a cute touch. I think the levels could use more of that, because this level has been a lot of cubes. You know?
Yeah.
Wherever this game gets the chance to really just flex the ability of the artists on its team, it does really well. Oh, but to tread back, yeah, I would consider doing some visual novels on here. My one fear being that visual novels are usually extremely long.
That's true.
And so that becomes a pretty awkward commitment.
Yeah, it'd have to be if we ever were able to do this as a part-time job and get money, then I would consider it.
Yeah.
Because right now it's
that
just a fun passion project. Or if I become incredibly wealthy due to luck.
Yeah. I think I'd almost be more willing to I guess Valhalla is one that's not super long, and it's one that we've been through before, so we wouldn't have to talk about it that much, I guess, you
Yeah.
know? But then again, that also then puts a damper on it because it's not new, you know,
Mm-hmm.
for us to be playing through. I'll give it some thought.
Oh
I've
no.
definitely... Uh-oh.
Poor guy.
Oh. He just wants to be a civil servant and
Keep his
help
civil.
everyone. Oh, no, but he feels invisible.
Why? These parts are really fun. They're like kind of
Yeah.
like low animation, high detail stuff. Oh,
Hmm.
I did not pull up this fight and look. Hold on, bringing it up.
Right.
Oh god. Do I have a key? Nope.
I like the look of this boss.
I do too. I know we talked about it before, but this game does have a lot of Billy Hatcher elements, it seems.
Hmm.
That's not what I thought. Okay. I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm supposed to throw the bombs in there? I don't know. Figure it out. 'Cause I only have these two power-ups. And I feel like they won't... That's very unfortunate.
Hmm.
Yes.
You know, although the boss designs themselves are pretty cool looking, I feel like the boss fights are probably the most frustrating part of this game.
Yeah.
The scoring system is vague, and doesn't communicate itself well unless you go look it up. And it just feels like the conveyance of how you're supposed to attack the boss compared to, you know, how you use these things in the level is not very clear.
Yeah. It's also weirdly tight at times.
Hmm. Yeah. Maybe they do that because you have a costume nearby that you can re-equip, but even so, it feels bad. It feels frustrating to be taking damage like that.
Yeah. I shoot this? No. So it's like, what do I do here, right?
Hmm.
Can't hit it. It obviously means to do something.
Want me to look it up?
Yes, please.
Let's find out what we're supposed to do.
Because you have these, like, broken... You have the bombs. You have these, like, broken...
Hooverton.
Hooverton, yes.
That's just the name of a
Vacuum.
vacuum brand. Eye color is yellow and personality is mean.
Perfect.
Favorite color is white. Fate is defeated. I love Wiki. Wiki is so much. Fandom wikis are
Alright, I
so
figured it
good. You
out.
figured out?
I figured out one. I
Cool.
could not see where I was because I was invisible.
Hmm.
That was really fun. I'm really bad at boss fights in this game. Okay, so what are some ways to defeat this thing?
The fandom wiki doesn't actually tell me, so I moved on to a different article. Use the vacuum to suction a bomb. Release it when the boss tries vacuuming you. Stand behind the plug. As soon as he throws a bomb at it, move aside.
Yeah.
Hit the button on one of its arms. For this, you need an electricity costume like Jelly Jolt.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, so you have to pull that in. Yikes.
Oh, we can get two. We can get two.
Mm-hmm.
There's one. Ah. Thank you, Blossom. The delay made it so we couldn't see blossoms before we looked it up, but blossom did help us out.
Thank
there,
you so much.
which is much. Oh, he turned invisible. This is a fun little effect. Oh, so
I like it.
So this is where you need Jelly Jolt. Damn it.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to come back once we beat the game and start going back to complete the stuff that we forgot to do. We'll remember that. Yeah. So this is. For him to. What's that?
Thankfully, the jellyfish is one of your favorite costumes so far.
It is. It's just very good at. Oh, that makes sense. See, sometimes I feel very silly. Like that made sense.
Yeah.
At least this boss also has a pattern, unlike the cat one. Because the cat one was, as far as I know, random. This one is at least consistent. And
yeah.
That's much more good.
That's something I've come to appreciate in my adult life.
Like, more consistent.
Yeah. Like, when I was younger, not even that long ago, I think I kind of looked down on boss patterns that were fixed, where it's like they always do the same order of stuff. Because, you know, from like that theoretic standpoint,
I should spawn enough time to hit.
yeah, you wouldn't. It's like just to have a boss repeating a pattern. It's like, oh well, that's simple. That doesn't require critical thinking or anything like that. But it does still require execution. And so I appreciate that, like the boss fight centers around like some light mental puzzling and some light memorization, and instead otherwise focuses on you know, hitting when you need to. It can, you know, focus tightly on that stuff.
I think this is my favorite character. He just seems so nice.
And the whole, like, you know, feeling unseen thing, that's pretty interesting.
And it's like, it's pretty, like, understandable. Like, it, like, a lot of these are very specific to, like, specific parts of these people's lives. But, like, at the same time, a lot of the themes that the characters have are applicable to most everyone. So it allows you to, you know, I think the game does a good job at that.
I do think it's kind of funny that there is not a clean progression of, like, more and more dangerous dream world sort of situations. So, like, you know, in all due respect to this guy's sort of, you know, social torment and, you know, being ignored and kind of, you know, not respected for attempting to pick up litter and people not noticing. We do have several characters who, you know, are like, who have been attacked, or like, you know, they've got,
Who have fought against
you know,
capitalism. Like, yeah.
It's like there's some, for this being the 12th world, this is not the most serious issue. I think that's kind of funny.
Oh, I don't like that clapping. It's very scary.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
All right.
Congratulations.
So that will probably be the end of today's stream.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed listening to us, give us a follow. We have a podcast.
We'll see you on next Monday.
Yeah.
For this again, right?
Yeah, we'll probably do this again. Then we might take a break and guilty some gears, or maybe Brantley will want to play something instead of me. If you think we're charming people, We do have a podcast, which we have linked in the bottom. We talk about magical girl anime a lot. It's mostly what we talk about. We post every 2 weeks on that. We have a Twitter if you want to follow us. Most of my stuff is bonkers silly.
A
But,
juicy kind of nonsense.
yeah, juicy kind of nonsense is a terrible way to describe it, but it's a good way to describe it. I just hate that you describe it.
And you will please don't say that ever again.
Yes. And that's about all I have to plug for our own pluggables.
Yeah. I'm super excited to have, people here watching along. Glad you stuck around with us, whether you're watching or listening, or, oh my god, there's a lot of Big Tims.
There's
I
a
just
ton of
lost
Big
all my
Tims.
train of thought.
Gotta-
What a beautiful sight to end on.
Look at all these Temegs.
Gorgeous.
Juicy, non-moist music.
Moist musings.
Zach, I'm gonna have to ban you from... Oh, look, they're on the trampoline! The Big
Yay!
Tim! The Big Tims go on the trampoline, that's right.
We've never had a Big Tim long enough to notice.
Yeah, because I always immediately get more Tims. Look at them. I love... These. This is what you play the game. So this is the king of Tims. And boy, does it...
The only monarch we respect.
The only monarch we respect. Yeah, there's not gonna be much more conversation. I'm just gonna feed my Tim's purple stuff, and then we're gonna log out.
Yeah.
So go. Thank you for joining. And we will be back next week.
Hope to see you then. It should be around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that we'll start.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna click that end stream.
See ya.